Hey everybody, YouTube subscribers, Facebook friends, general guitar enthusiasts, anyone who's happened along this video wants to learn about the cage system and also using the modal scale tone chords such as Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian, and fitting those into the cages. So we do these cage bound arpeggios, or we just find the familiar chords. And this chart here that I made makes it easy to see what familiar chords we're dealing with here. So we pretty much have all cases right here. This is chart 151, and it is chart 154 rather. Cage, tripentatonic, major, minor, modal, chords, and the string shapes, simplified string shape, S3L and S2L patterns, that's right here, and cage ladder that forms the S3XL, that's down here. So that's 154, and then for fun I threw in a cage string pair circle. Hopefully that'll help us with this diagram down here. I want to show you the main feature here is this diagram, and I worked on it until I decided this is how it's got to be or I'll never get it done. And this covers all cases. So if we look back at chart 153, we'll look at something like this, where we have this fretboard here covers all cases. We've got the cage system C, A, the G cage, okay, and then we've got the E cage, and we've got the D cage, and then for good measure we have another C cage there, and then below the C cage, where most guitars usually aren't going to be tuned that low, we have a D cage and an E cage, like I have on my guitar. So this is like the E-shaped C, and then the D-shaped C, and your guitar is probably tuned where your fret nut's right here, and this would be the C-shaped C. So that would be the C shape. So this is all cases, you know, that we're looking at. And from last time's lesson, we have the string shapes. So this is a bit of review here. We have the string shapes, all right, and the string shapes are defined as the bottom or the top string in each of the cages. The cage system in guitar has these cages or boxes, whatever you want to call them. They're called positions. The reason why they're called positions is because, let's look at it this way. If you have the C box here, alright, so this is the C box here, alright, that would be a position of the C chord, which would go root, which would go the fifth, the root, the third, the fifth, the root, and the third, just like that. Alright, so that's called the first position, I believe. But in actuality, if you want to look at it in inversions, okay, if you look at a pentatonic scale, look at it pentatonically, you'd have 3, 5, 6 root, so it'd be 3, 5, 6 root, and then 2, 3, 5, 6 root 2, 2, 3, 5, 6 root 2. You can look at that as a position, but I would look at that as the second inversion of a pentatonic scale in C. Here's the root position of that pentatonic chord. All right, and then the first inversion of that pentatonic scale would be like the first inversion, and then the C would be the second inversion of that pentatonic scale. Okay, and then we would move over to the G box over here that starts on 6/7 now, which is interesting because we're kind of skipping the A box there. We go to the A box then. Sorry, the A box. All right, so the A box is right here, and that gives us that, it would be the 1, 2, third inversion, and then over to the G box here gives us the fourth inversion of that pentatonic scale because we're starting on the 6th note. That kind of thing. So it depends on how you want to look at it, as far as, are you looking at inversions, or are you looking at calling a position something else? Okay, just take a breather. So I had said that this covers everything, and each of the boxes have their pentatonic scales in modal. So starting from C, we can see, here's the C box again. The C string shape is defined as, there's no C there. There should definitely be a C there. That's an Andy no. I don't know what happened to that guy. Okay, but that is supposed to be a C there. So you can see these things aren't infallible. Okay, so in the C box here, of course, we have our defined C string shape. So this is going to be what it is. The C string shape is going to be 3, 4, 5, no matter what the key. So it's 3, 4, 5 in C, right? So that's open E, F, G, and C. You can also play the 3, 4, 5 anywhere, right? Any key, it's going to be 3, 4, 5. So in the key of, what is that? I don't know, it looks like a B flat. 3, 4, 5, and B flat is D, E flat, F. Okay, so in B flat, the 3, 4, 5 would be on the D. So it'd be D. There would be the C shape. And you can therefore start a C shape pentatonic there in B flat. I'll show you, I messed up there, but it becomes an A shape. So that should be an A shape B flat, which it was. It's good, because I didn't think I wanted to go with my favorite B flat, which was below the capo. Not going to happen easy. So we're coming up on the end of the first segment here. So it suffices to say that the modals are all included in each one of the shapes. They just take on different caged shapes. It's like a shifting thing. So starting on E, you then start to go up the scale G, A. Starting on C, you go up the scale D,